2 people casting Cura every round, and then just having my knight like beat it to death. But that would take too long. There are strategies that you can do for a lot of these things other than break rods, but sometimes the strategy is to just break rods. But I do want to like point out there that I could have won that without breaking rods, even though I took the coward's way out. So. Believe it or not, I actually am pretty conservative when it comes to breaking rods usually. The other people that I regularly, like, we compare Fiesta notes for, one of them is not. That guy will literally break 400 rods in a game if he has to. Put the Shura on. I guess let's get up to the big bridge, right? Big bridge seems like a good place to stop. So normally, through a normal playthrough, it takes about... takes me usually about 3.5 hours to get to Karnak. Oh yeah. Trying to think here, like on like how long it takes me. Where is my tents? There. So to advance the plot here, you're supposed to use a tent. Like, there's monsters on the field there, and they always drop a tent. If you lose the fight there, you just get dragged off, and if you win, you know, gas, which is hilarious. I have to watch any of that cutscene. Cool. Old man here just walks right past all the goblins. Bart's just like, gotta take a low profile, hug the ground. Old Greg. You end up with some like particular like weak jobs, like weak jobs. It can be difficult. Like, I've lost this fight before. Now, granted, that's mostly because I'm a lazy piece of shit. And I always underestimate the amount of damage that like I underestimate the amount of damage that I'm going to be taking. So let's put you back on this. I guess we'll put guard on, right? And then you can be the mine. And you have level 5 white magic, right? Yes, you do. All right. Yeah, seems fine. Unfortunately, the mime can't use like all equipment like the freelancer can, even though they kind of feel like very similar niche with abilities. So like the freelancer inherits stats from any job you've mastered. They inherit passives for any job you've mastered. The same thing with the mime, but they have 3 ability slots, but you also have to they don't get free slots for their attack and items command. So unfortunately, I'm not going to have a better damage dealing command than attack for my mime. Whatever. Forgot about the heal staff. Let's put the flail back on. That's such a random thing. And let's get on over to the big bridge. Now, there was a bug in the last time I played this where the music in World 2 didn't play properly. And it looks like it might be doing the same thing. I don't know. You get into more fights if you run down the middle. There are missable one-time fights here, so like if you're filling out your bestiary, then you do want to like fight like the Neo Garula and all that. Let's see, we want to do this, this. I'm going to put Protect on everybody because Greg here can hit pretty hard. And then we're going to start healing up and attacking, and I'm going to try and stick silence on him. Cool. Let's see if the silence stuck long enough to prevent all the buffs he puts on himself. It did not. Okay. Well, that just makes the fight a little more interesting. I lied like a rug. There's not really anything I can do here. Except... eat 800 damage. Oh, hey, I ulted him. That's good. You can prevent him from sticking all those buffs on if you, you know, are better about counting your damage. Protect helps a lot in this boss, though. It doesn't... I don't think it works on jump. But I'm high enough level that I've got enough hit points to tank a jump. As long as I'm on top of the healing. So we're all good, man. I think that's the only missable enemy in on the bridge. The path to prevent, like, fights on the second half of the bridge is very zigzaggy, and I can never remember what it was, so I always just run down the right side on both things. And they were flung to space. Never to be seen again. We're gonna just... Nope, it's not south. Just gonna go to the next town over here. Purchase some victuals and maybe some equipment. I am not going to stay at the end because that triggers a cutscene that I don't think you can actually skip. That isn't skipped in this. So I do plan on, like, using, like, a tent or something. But I want to do some shopping. And I don't get to ever use any of that. Blink and Shell are super, super good. I don't need an Orichalcum Dirk. I've got an Ashura. Do I want a Sleep Blade? I don't think I need a Sleep Blade. And I don't think I need a Wind Spear. Let's see attack power on the 43. Yeah, I don't need the Sleep Blade. Because we get the Regal Cutlass. Pretty sure that's what it's called. We get the Regal Cutlass here in just a little bit. Let's see. Gaia Gear, I don't... Let's see, I need... Let's buy a wizard's hat, a green beret, a ninja suit, and a Gaia Gear. Because I would rather have the speed boost from this equipment than the other. And I would rather have the Ashura than the... Death Sickle, at least at this point. And I need some high potions, I do believe. Some high potions. And... get a couple of those. You don't need them right now, but you do need some. There's no items here. Looks like the sound bug is still in the game for World 2. We'll use tents for now. I think I'm going to run until I get to... I think I'm going to continue playing until I get to, Castle Ball. I had to think about the name of the place. But once I get to Castle Ball, I think we're stopping. No point in going in there. I think my current plan is to have... I think I'll leave my jobs as they are until these two master their jobs, and then swap Bart's and Faris, and then swap these two around. I'm not worried about mastering Mime, but level 5 white magic will get us through the rest of World 2. So we're good there, because that's Curaga. And then she can, like, finish up... She can finish up, for Holy and Arise and all that. You know, once it's available. Strange little critters. So I might like look up the timeline there because do Moogles exist in 3? I do think Moogles are in Final Fantasy 3. They're not in 4. Because I was thinking, like, is the first, like... There was a part of my brain going, is the first, like, time Moogles appear Final Fantasy Adventure, which is, you know, Secret of Mana 1. No, I'm pretty sure Moogles appear in Final Fantasy 3 in Doga's village. Yeah, see, that vampire spell it was heavily nerfed in this version of the game. In the older versions, it does damage and just heals you for that amount. It doesn't matter if you're missing hit points or not. In this version of the game, it only does damage equal to the amount of, you know, HP you're missing. Therefore, it only does that amount of damage. So it goes from a very reliable spell in World 1 and the first half of World 2 for blue mages to useless. Tis a bit of a shame. Sure, whatever. I guess I probably also need to master Knight for whoever's going to be my mime so they can get the strength bonus there, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if that's, like, really necessary. The issue is, of course, that Mime doesn't have, like, a whole lot of, like, really good weapons they can use. They can use the chicken knife, but I'm going to get the Brave Blade. They can use the Assassin's Dagger. Probably the Assassin Dagger is the best weapon they can use at this point. Like, at the end game, if you don't take the chicken knife. Ow. Let's sort these by items. Let's fight this skeleton man. By throwing a phoenix down at it. By using the raise spell on it. Alrighty. Put our encounters off just for this real quick. So, like, what the Moogle wants you to do is, like, stepping into the desert is a bad idea. Like, full stop. Bad idea. Where is the... There it is. There's a very dangerous monster in there that... Moogle costume? Yes. Gimme this item, please. Because apparently I'm a very sexy Moogle. Get our third Elven Mantle. That we're going to put on you. And then... we're going to loot all of this. Leave. Get to Castle Ball. Let's go ahead and clear this place out so we can go outside and save. I forget if we have to go up here and talk to... Yeah. Normally you'd have to come up here for a plot trigger, but it looks like it's already flipped. Just wanted to check that before we continue on. Let's see. Castle Ball is one of the best places to level up in World 2, down here. Level up and get ABPs. Down there, if you've got a bunch of like lightning scrolls, if you've got blue mage for level 5 death, if you've got black mage, just any number of good ways to do it. If you don't, then one of the things you can do is you can just buy 99 softs, and it's a lot slower, but it's still pretty fast. So let's see. I don't think I need anything purchased there. I do want to grab the sword. Is this better? And that's way better for magic defense. Can the mime wear that? Oh, they can. Let's go on the mime then. Normally that robe is like chemist only, so we're gonna get flushed out over here first. Run all the way around. Get this great sword, which I do believe is the most powerful sword you can get for like it might be the second most powerful sword in the game. Like regular sword. So there's two classes of sword. There's three classes of sword. You have, because katanas are a sword, I guess, but there's two classes of like sword. You have sword and you have knight sword. And hold on. Yeah. I was thinking there was another path there, but there's not. Oop. Well, that was rude. Alright, Right, I think we got to come in here and trigger this cutscene here to unlock the gates. Yeah, there's no items here. If you have Beastmaster, you can get the Cornego. Talk. This guy. Old man comes out and he gives you the Cornego gourd. Yeah. I think it's the Cornego gourd. It increases the chance of like capturing a monster, so. Alright, let's see. I don't need any of those right now. What is my... I think I... I think I want to stick with the Green Berets because it raises... because of the bonus to agility. Wait. Yeah, I'll go ahead and equip that. Couple points extra strength. It's gonna be pretty good. Okay, so unfortunately we can't get well, we could get Requiem, but it won't do anything. Unfortunately, that's where you learn Requiem from that place right there. And we are done for today. I will see you guys next time on Final Fantasy V 2025 Fiesta.